What is going on, YouTube? I'm back with another YWB banger. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about heartbreaks. You know, we're all been there. We've all went through that phase. You know, we had our first romantic relationship, our first little serious girlfriend. Maybe you broke up with her on a change of turns, or she cheated on you. She broke up with you. You know, we've all been there, gamers. Come on, I can agree. We've all been there. We know that shitty asshole. Maybe that's what caused you to go into a self-destructive drug use. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it, but let's start the video though. So technically, I myself didn't really get cheated on, but this is the closest I've gone to getting cheated on. Let's start the video. So this story time takes place about 2 years ago in the summer of 2021. And I didn't really do drugs. I mean, I was in this relationship, but the girl I was dating at the time, I'm gonna call her Amy. So the girl I was dating at the time, Amy, she was anti-drug. She didn't like me using drugs. So I smoked weed prior to this, but I was like in my beginning phase. I didn't know how to roll up. I wasn't smoking joints. I was only smoking blunts that the homeboys rolled up, or oneies or bowls. So I remember this day. My homie Rocco and my little brother Rari, this was when they were young as shit. They were sliding to my work, and as I mentioned, I think I mentioned in a couple videos, my first job was at Wendy's. And I was working at that Wendy's, and I was like, what? I was like 16, turning 17 probably, fucking working overtime, bitch. I was working 40 hours to like 45 hours a week. I was making bands off of Wendy's. As I mentioned, Rocco and Rari were sliding because I texted them prior to me getting off. I think I was on my break, and I take breaks like literally halfway of the shift. So they were coming, and they were gonna be there about the time that I got off. And they were sliding to give me some eddies. And keep in mind, I only smoked like fucking bowls and pipes and shit, dude. I did not do eddies at all. So this was my first time doing eddies. And by the time I get off of work, they're already there. And it was downpouring this day. And I got off the same time as the homeboys J, V, and J. Because they work at the same place as I did. So it was 3 of us working there. So they give me the eddies, Rocco and Rari. And Jay already called his grandma. So his grandma was about to pick us up. And we didn't even have much time with Rocco and Jay. Or Rocco and Rari, I apologize. So we were making the most of it. And we only had like 5 minutes until the grandma pulls up. And Rocco and I were like just talking and shit, and he's like, just tell me how they slap. He gave them to me for free of charge. So shout out Rocco, bro. They were the Cosmic Crunchies, and them bitches slap, because by the time I got home, I was fucking tweaking, dude. I never did edibles, and I think I did like 200 milligrams, so I didn't expect what to do. For my first time, I just remember downstairs in the basement, because my stepdad was sleeping in my room. It's a long story, because him and my mom were just arguing at this point in my life. They were just constantly arguing. He was drinking. They just weren't on good terms. So he slept in my room. Of course, she didn't want him to sleep in the bed with her. So I just remember talking to my girlfriend, and I was just fucking laughing. And she was like, why? She was getting pissed. She was like, why are you laughing? Because I just, like, everything was going in slow motion. And I was being so fucking loud tweaking that my stepdad comes in. And he's already out, like, yelling. He's like, what the fuck are you on? Like, what are you doing? And he just sees me on the floor. I'm, like, just fucking giggling. Like, I wasn't on the phone with her no more, because she hung up. She was not having that bullshit. So she hung up, and she calls her friend. And he's yelling at me, and he's like, what the fuck are you on? Because I'm just like sitting there on my phone just giggling, and my eyes were bloodshot red. And I was getting paranoid because I didn't fucking think he was real. I was way too fucked up. And he calls my mom down, and she's like, what the fuck did you take? Because this was like the first time I got caught on any drugs. I've never gotten caught. So this is like the OG first time I got caught. And I wasn't really responsive because I was way too high, dude. Everything was just in slow motion. Like, I don't know. I've heard it being called chopped up. Like, you're chopped up. Like, you feel like you're fucking lagging on like 15 frames per second. And they make me take a cold shower. And they just set me to bed. My mom thought I was overdosing. And I made sure that I was like, no, I'm just really fucking high. I took edibles. And then my stepdad was like, okay, so he's just high on weed. Okay, so just calm the fuck down and go to bed. And I was in trouble, dude. The next day, I got my shit taken. And my mom tells my girlfriend, and my girlfriend was pissed. So I didn't even get to talk to her for like a couple days. So when I get my phone back, she already tells me that she's done. She's like, you did drugs behind my back. You fucking lied to me. We're done. And it doesn't even end there, boys, because I don't even work the next couple days. And I don't talk to her. So I was so fucking pissed. You know, I was like in a depressive state. And once I get to talk to her again, she adds me. She adds me back. And I was happy as fuck. But I hear some shit from other birdies, especially her quote unquote best friend, which was Jay's girl at the time. And she already tells me what's kind of going on. Cause she's like, you know that she was talking to, I'm gonna call him fucking Ronald. I'm gonna call him Ronald. Fuck it. So this was like my ex best friend, Ronald. So she was like, oh, you know, she was talking to Ronald behind your back. And she was trying to invite him to the movies. Because apparently she added him on Snapchat. And he was trying to act like he didn't know who she was and shit. But Ronald was a G. And once she asked that and he realized who she was, he unadds her. He's like, nah, this is weird because, you know, Colton's my best friend. Why would I talk to him? Why would I talk to you behind his back? I apologize. I'm just stumbling my words. And I appreciate that from him. So if you're watching this video, I appreciate you. That was some G-ass shit. So I know I didn't technically get cheated on, but she was like trying to do some snake shit behind my back. Cause how the fuck is you gonna add my best friend and then try to invite him on a date type shit? I have one more instance though where she did some really weird shit. And this was, 2021. This was months prior to this, where she didn't want me to have like no following of no females on Snapchat or no social media accounts. But there was this one instant where she tried to lie and say it was her gay friend. And I am no expert on like detecting gay people, but his IG pictures had no like homosexual content at all. There was like not a single tag. Like this motherfucker was not gay. He was following basically all females, and he had all females comment down on his post and shit. Not even that though, cause he was of a mutual friend. We had a mutual friend. And that boy kind of explained who he was, though. So he wasn't really a stranger. But that was the past, you know. I've moved on. That was like 2 years ago. As all of you should, you know. Chase the bag, bro. Don't chase no girls. There's no time for females because females don't get you money. You know what I'm saying? So I do hope you guys liked the video. Leave a comment down below if you've ever gotten cheated on. Or maybe it was a close call to like this. So I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe, y'all. Peace out.